Asasea and welcome back! Today I'm here to talk about mostly the Ananti Penthouse in my third part of Invader in Korea. So in today's video I'm going to be covering 2 days worth of activities, and this is day 7 and 8, so Sunday and Monday of our trip in Korea. So the Ananti Penthouse is essentially this super high-end resort golf club. They've got a few things going on there. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere. Like, it took us about 2 hours to drive there. A little difficult to film because there were so many road bumps coming into the penthouse.
Oh, it's not good for filming.
But we got there and the first impression is just like, whoa, this is the fanciest place I've ever been. I don't think any of us had been there. The reason we went is we actually had a family friend who was working there and was able to get us like a sweet discount. And so we could, and so that was amazing. So we were greeted by the family friend and we made our way to our rooms. Originally we had 2 rooms which were identical. So nice. Even in the bathroom with all of the products. Oh, look at it. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Oh, I'm so excited. So we spent the majority of the afternoon just sort of looking around, relaxing. The first real problem we ran across is that the outdoor pools were not open for the season yet. So we had no pool, and so we were like, well, why don't we just upgrade a room? So we upgraded one of the rooms to a room with a pool. This place was just beautiful. It was the nicest part of Korea I've been to. Not just the Ananti Penthouse, but the area was just beautiful and much like more relaxing, I guess, just because it's so countryside. So the room with a pool it actually only had 1 bed in it, which was a little bit strange. I think they had 4 people slept in that bed. Korea. But that worked for them, they didn't care, so that's what we did. There was also a traditional Korean spa, which I had been wanting to try. I had IPL and I wasn't allowed to spa. So everyone else went and I just like had a shower and lay down in our room. And then after having a lie down, we decided to go for a bit of a walk. So we just had a little bit of an explore and it started to get really dark. Sprinklers came on and Anna got terrified because Homin kept scaring her with like creepy ghost sounds. So then after that, Hojun's parents went to bed and the rest of us just went up to the pool room to play some games and have a swim. If you don't know much about Korea, they have a big tendency for playing games where people get very hurt as punishment. This is something that I have experience with. Hojun likes these games, and the great thing is in Korea with his siblings and his cousin, you know, he got to go a bit all out.
나 저거 빡센데 이거?
방해하지 마. 아, 방해하지 말라고. 아, 꺼봐!
맞다.
We were there for quite a while and it was just like, it was a really fun evening. So yeah, on the Monday morning, we just had a bit of a relaxing nice morning, did the breakfast, and we decided to stop somewhere on the way home. I think we had a different plan originally, but we ended up going quad biking on a mountain. Mountain quad biking. Oh my gosh, this was so fun. It was a really hot day though, like wow. It just makes me really excited for when we go back to Korea and just spend more time outside of Seoul doing things. So after quad biking, we were like there for, I think it was an hour, and then we went to head home and we were really tired, but Hojun and I decided to go to Namsan Tower. The reason we went is because like we were getting pressed for time. We didn't have a solid plan, but we knew we needed to go to Namsan, and we were just like, you know what, we're gonna have this afternoon free, let's just go. Let's just go. First thing we did was buy a padlock to put on the bridge, which you may have seen in K-dramas or in advertisements for Korea or whatever, you may have seen it. This is what people do when they go to Namsan Tower. The view of Seoul is not great. It is so smoggy, like you cannot see well, and it doesn't look pretty. It's somewhat of a view, but it's not a great view. We bought a set of tickets. Hello Kitty Island, Sentoy Museum, and the observatory up the tower. There are so many layers of Namsan Tower. There's the ground floor, like one floor down, and then it just keeps going down, and I don't know where it goes. It's a little bit confusing. So the first thing we did is we went to the Hello Kitty Island, which was really cute, really pretty. There's just not really anything to like do so much in there. Then we went over to the Sentoy Museum, which has a lot of superhero and Disney and all sorts of cartoons and movie sort of stuff. So as you walk in, it's like an Alice in Wonderland pathway. One thing that you can do is it's got this interactive wall. It's for kids, but like, we're all children inside. You take a picture, like a template of either a rocket ship or other things I don't really care about because we didn't do those. Drew it in, and then you scan it and it goes into this wall. So your creation flies over the sea. So the first area is like sort of the cartoon movie area, and then you go into the superhero area, which is like the best. You could pose with like Iron Man, and there was this Thor thing in the corner that was kind of just like out of the way. The Spider-Man. I actually really liked the Sentoy Museum. It's quite small, but I like superheroes, so yeah. And then finally we went up to the observatory, which was just average. We were super tired, and so our feelings were, you know, we were just a bit sluggish and fragile. So we went up to the observatory, had a look, wasn't great because, as I said earlier, there's just smog, and yeah. Namsan Tower, would I go again? To the outside, yes. Would I go up the tower again? No. Yeah. That's pretty much all I have to say about that. There are other activities around the tower you don't have to pay to see or like be around, which is cool, but just because we were so tired, it was not so cool. We just had a little bit of a spat on this staircase. I think it's called the Tunnel of Love. We just had like a little thing about a photo because I was feeling quite self-conscious, mostly because of my IPL, and there was someone in the background, and I was like, I want to just wait for the guy to get out of the photo. And Hojun was like, no, let's just take the photo, and I was like, I don't want this guy in the background of the photo. Yeah, I think it would be a lot better on a day when we had more energy. Possibly going into the evening. I think that's when more things are open, but it's alright. There was also a arcade, and there was a K-pop photo booth. There's just other little things everywhere, and we were just too tired to take it all in properly, and like a lot of things were closed as well, so it was just like, why are we here? Why did I do this? So then we were like, okay, let's just go have dinner. Like, this area is renowned for donkuts, which is like crumb schnitzel, you know. So we were like, okay, well, let's go find a place to go to and get some, and every single restaurant had donkuts and was advertising it. And so we were like, okay, this one looks the fanciest and is one of the cheapest prices, let's go here. It was alright. So we were like, alright, let's go to the subway. Went to the subway, finally found a K-pop store. I had been looking for a K-pop store and K-pop merchandise the entire time I had been there, and I had not seen a single one. Like, Korea, what? But in the subway, where, by the way, subways have the most amazing shopping. Don't buy stuff in Hongdae, buy stuff in the subway. But back to the K-pop stores. I finally found them, and I didn't even buy anything for myself. All I bought, because I was literally just looking for Ashley. I was literally just finding a K-pop store to buy her something from Korea. And so I found them. It was actually one store split into two. So one half was like the merchandising side and one half was the album sort of side. I bought Vix's new mini album and it came with a free poster. So I was like stoked. If you can't tell, I'm actually quite tired now, which is why this video is going a bit array. I don't know if that makes sense. I think I need to wrap this up. I'm trying to keep the videos a little bit shorter, a little bit more snappy. So, oh, I look like Princess Leia! I hate Star Wars. So yeah, that is essentially the Ananti Penthouse, Namsan Tower, random little bit of extra content. So thank you for watching. I hope it was somewhat informative and not just me rambling, which it probably was. But please make sure to subscribe. There are more Korean vlogs and videos coming out shortly over the next few weeks. We're gonna get there, guys. So hit the like button, hit subscribe, stay tuned, and thank you for watching. I will see you next week. Bye bye.